Hello, everybody. Sorry for that delay there. My internet decided at last minute that it was just not going to work anymore. So had to reboot the router. But we are here and we are ready. That's exactly what I had to do, actually. But unfortunately, that meant that the stream dropped for a minute. But we're here. I'm still really, my frame rate's terrible on Discord. Luckily, they don't see my Discord because it's also going directly to OBS. So we're all good on the stream. Sorry for all y'all players. Anyway. Exactly. Before we get started, we do have a couple quick announcements, starting with, unfortunately, Sam is not here. She's dealing with a maintenance issue. So good luck with that. Hopefully we'll have her back next week without any issues. Our next in-person, sitting around a table, rolling real dice. Clickety-clack. Friday the 19th. That's right. Friday the 19th of July. So starting at... hopefully not. Starting at 7 p.m. Eastern time. So make sure you mark that on your calendar for the 19th. Emery, would you like to give some information about your little one-shot you're running, or do you want to keep it a surprise for now? Fantastic. No, it's a tower defense game that takes place in 2001. Oh god. But they can't hear you guys again because it defaulted my freaking OBS. Hold on one minute. There we go. Sorry about that. Emery, say it again.
Oh my god. Okay, now that you can all hear me, for one night only, we're going to do a tower defense one-shot. The time period that it takes place in will be a mystery until the day of.
And now my joke makes more sense because they heard my joke. They just didn't hear anything before that.
So all they got was a 9/11 joke.
Yeah, that's with no context. Just a 9/11 joke.
Awesome.
So, yeah, that happened. All right. Thank you, Emery, and keep that on your calendar. Again, it is Friday, July 19th at 7 p.m. Eastern time. I almost said the word. Here at youtube.com/@thosenaturalones, twitch.tv/thosenaturalones, kick.com/thosenaturalones, and who knows, maybe Trovo, but Trovo's hasn't been working for us the past few weeks. So keep that up. We'll keep that up in the air. Scott, tell them about the thing.
Hi guys, I'm Scott, and I'm going to take a break from my noodles to tell you about our Patreon. It's patreon.com/thosenaturalones. Support the stream. It's our favorite way. You get cool things like this. My favorite shirt I have ever owned. I have to say. Look at that. Isn't that amazing? It came to me from Patreon. Hopefully there's some of you out there wearing it along with me right now. It's amazing. Patreon.com/thosenaturalones. Many levels to choose from. One of those includes a weekly shout out. So once again, thank you, Lesson Flora Marlatt and Don Marlatt, for your continued support. Check out the full list of our patrons at the mid and end screens.
And please, come on, somebody else subscribe to the Amuser level so we can change up the names that we say every single week for the past year. I mean, I'm sure y'all would like to hear.
Give it time.
I'm sure y'all would like to hear different names. So, and if you want to hear different names, oh, we lost. There she is. Sorry, my face is in the wrong spot now. If you would like to hear your name or other names listed at the beginning of our episodes, make sure you subscribe to that Amisra level or higher on patreon.com/those natural ones. Where else, Emery, can they find us, and where else can they support us or interact with us?
When they're not graciously supporting us through our Patreon, you can support us by just tuning in on typically Tuesdays and the occasional Friday, the special occasional Friday, on YouTube, on Twitch, on Kick, on Trovo when it works, on Tuesdays 8:30 p.m., assuming we don't have any technical difficulties, and
Which is almost certainly a guarantee.
almost certainly, and Trovo again when it works, and the special occasional Friday at 7 p.m. Do always tune in to find out what we've got cooking for our special one-shots and mini-series. When you're not graciously supporting us by tuning in, you can also interact with us on Facebook, as well as Twitter or X, or whatever they feel like calling it today, as well as Threads, which is better Twitter for now. You can also interact with our very own Butch, Butch's blog on Tumblr.
That's right. Ask me questions. I will answer them. You will know secrets.
Secrets.
Are you played by two rotating squares on Tumblr as well?
Oh, no.
Secrets.
The deepest secrets of how the web works. You can also listen to the podcast-only version wherever podcasts are spread out into the universe. Do remember to like, subscribe, hit the bell for notifications, and when you hit that bell, make sure to hit all and not personalized.
We lost
That way
Chris.
you never miss an episode. Remember to sound off in the comments. Let us know how we're doing or what you think of our campaign. I'm sure there are plenty of opinions people might have about the way things are going or how we're doing. Thank you,
Indeed.
Dice. Tell your friends. Any and all engagement helps us out a ton.
Thank you, Emery. Yes, get our names out there. Get us some more subscribers. Maybe get us a little bit bigger. Maybe we can start bringing guests on here. I mean, I heard Rudy Giuliani's not doing anything anymore, so who knows?
Maybe he
would
can come and molest our underage children.
I would like to strongly veto an appearance by Rudy Giuliani.
I'm just, I mean, he doesn't have a job anymore. He can't practice
Very
law
nice.
anymore, so maybe, who knows? Or we could get somebody who's actually worth a shit. Anyway.
Thank you, please.
Oh, we have fun here at Those Natural Ones. So, unfortunately, we don't have Sam to do our recap of last week. So, Nick, tell me what Sam wrote. All right, so last session.
It's weird when you refer to yourself like that.
Exactly. Last session. As we were sailing to Palmedon, we noticed something floating in the water away from the ship. Collecting the item, we realized it was navigational charts. With grim psychometry, we learned that the charts marked the spot of some kind of underground torture lair. We decided to check it out after convening with the Jarl, Leaf Sea Strider. On the second day of sailing, we encountered a dense fog, and Gwen heard some musical sounds that came from the ghost ship in the waterplane. Before the ghost ship appeared, the fog dispersed and the music ended. Butch was able to successfully scry on Rhett, only to find that Elton is now the size of a large horse, and Rhett has obtained and attuned to the Eye of Vecna. With this news, the party reconvened, and Elric sent a message to the general who did not know the significance of the artifacts Rhett and Rain were sent after. Gwen sent a message to Hymir, who also did not quite understand the impact of the artifacts, but was close to a breakthrough. At the end of the second day, as we attempted to rest, Butch and Arnon shared a vision of Titivolus, standing in the threshold of the castle in Rockrielt. Before him was one bound tiefling figure. Were two figures. One was a bound tiefling, one was Rhett. The bound tiefling being one General Calliope. The vision ends as a mummified hand pulls Calliope's hair back and slits her throat with an axe. We are now picking up in that same time frame. The night of the first month, second day of the year. I'm sorry, first month of the year, second day. What are you all doing?
Okay. I left a note for myself. Very first thing I'm going to do after I wake up from the vision is send a message of warning to the general.
Okay.
In case this is a vision of the future and not a vision of the present or the past. So just do my spells.
Let me get some music going here.
Message sending music.
Message sending music.
Hey, Emery, can you say something?
Something.
I just upped.
Audience, let us know if you still can't hear him.
Yeah, I upped his
Audience, let us know if you would like to not hear him.
Yeah. No, they couldn't hear Emery because it muted my desktop audio for some reason.
That was back during the 9/11 joke.
Yeah, that's why they.
Oh, dang.
Yeah.
Damn. My feet's so far behind then.
So, Butch, what would you like to? What are you sending?
To General Calliope, I'm sending the message. General Calliope and Terabang, Rhett is a danger to you. You need to flee. She intends to kill you and replace you.
There's no replacing.
Oh, this is Butch.
A second goes by. Go ahead and make me a persuasion check with that.
Okay. Man, I wish we used persuasion. I'm sorry. Inspiration in this game. Ba-da-da-da-da-da.
Come on, knock on my dreams. I'll be scrying on
Pretty much.
you.
No whammy, no whammy, no whammy, no whammy, no whammy. 26?
Oh, what? A second goes by. A moment goes by before in your head you hear let's see, accounting for the rotation of the Earth, a very wide awake General Calliope states, what do you mean, Rhett? Is it, if we are compromised, we must move immediately. Thank you for the warning. I will take your advice. We will figure this out once you get back. I will send you word. At this point, I was not counting words, but I assume that that's about where she would get cut off.
Great.
I will send you word when we are settled. There we go. That's where we'll end it.
Okay.
Not sure why, but I thought we handled that call last time.
No, Perry had just
No?
mentioned. Yeah, Perry said he was going to do it first thing.
Oh, gotcha.
I'm casting it again, Nick.
All right.
I'm saying, no, General, this is very serious. I received it in a vision from the Mystic Seer. You need to leave immediately.
I'm super serial right now.
To which you hear back, Yes, Butch, I am doing that. I will send to you once we are settled at our newest hideout.
Asked it again.
No, I'm super serial.
Super cereal.
Like, for real, guys.
And yes, if anyone was in the room with Butch, you heard me say those things out loud. Because it's more fun. Just is.
That makes sense for Butch.
It does.
Arnon, you had the same vision. Are you doing anything with as you woke up? Or are you just going back to sleep?
Let's go back to sleep. I'm sure if Butch was actually there, he'll come get me.
Come and knock on my door.
It's not like there's anything Arnon can do. He can't talk to anybody here
True. That's a fair point.
or even convince anybody of anything.
What time of night was this?
You're probably, I mean,
not time, but like
Yeah,
days, because we don't have
it's-
watches.
no, it's still pitch black outside. It's still probably very, very early morning hours.
Okay, and I think Gwen is not sleeping in this room. She's probably with her person.
Yes, we'll go with that.
In the captain's quarters, doing captain quarters things. Like sleeping at this hour, because that's what people do at this time. Unless as Captain said.
If you want to see those captain's quarters things, check out our OnlyFans.
We do not. We do not.
Yet.
If you have
Don't
new
have it.
fan art to send it to Emery at Hit the Books Vids.
Dude, I swear to God. Terrible.
One day we'll get them, and then you'll see.
I will
Ocean
not
of the ocean
see.
and all that.
So Butch will be unable to get back to sleep, probably, and we'll go up on deck.
Okay. Easy enough. You walk up on deck, you see a few of the third shift sailors, skeleton crew out there, one person manning the wheel, another in the crow's nest, and then maybe two bodies roaming around the deck, tying off ropes, manning sails, typical.
Are those bodies living bodies? Or are they
Well, yeah,
animated?
yes, no.
Okay. Good.
Two sailors.
Kind of surprised Arnon isn't up here brooding, but that's okay. Eventually I'll probably get tired and go back to bed.
Easy enough. So the morning comes. The rest of you rise from either sleep or your trances as the first rays of sun start peeking over the horizon. Slight fog this morning. Nothing like the dense, soup that you sailed through the day prior, but a little bit of fog on the water that seems to be slowly breaking as the sun rises into what appears to be a fairly clear day once that fog breaks through. So, as you all come to consciousness at your own times, knowing that this is the day that you will make it back to Palmedon, what would you all like to accomplish on this day?
Dramatic journaling.
I'll find Butch. Hey,
Dramatic snoring coming from his room.
knock, knock.
Housekeeping.
Housekeeping, you want me
Huh? What?
Housekeeping?
The
We need this room.
Who is it?
Yeah, it's me.
What?
Yeah. Hey, wake up.
Yeah, I'm up. What's up?
So,
Is that Arnon?
yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, yeah. Arnon. Hey.
Come in.
Okay. I'll come in. So, was that really you last night?
Deck?
No, in my vision.
Looks like a horrible
You were in
pickup line.
my vision last night.
No. I'm pretty sure you were in mine.
Okay, you want to fight about it?
Sure.
Okay, roll for initiative.
What
Get
does that
out of my dreams.
You're
Into initiative.
No, I had a terrible nightmare vision about Rhett slitting the throat of our beloved general.
Yeah, so you were in my vision.
And you and I just kind of were there, unable to prevent anything.
Yeah, it was more like a few more participatory, just watching.
Yeah, not okay. I sent the general a message. I sent her 2 messages of warning.
Why do you think we both had it?
You weren't sleeping in my room secretly, were you?
No.
Because you are very hard to detect sometimes.
I'm having trouble seeing you right now.
Huh. I did roll a 20 on my stealth. So that makes sense.
Okay. I've got a general idea of where you are from your voice.
Yeah, I'm right here. Are you wearing your sleep mask?
Are there windows in this cabin?
Not if Butch is in front of them.
The saddest part of this is the audience can't see what we see, so it looks totally normal to them. They have no idea what's going on.
Oh, he's actually showing up in the stream, huh?
Yeah.
Oh, that's funny. How does that
Alright.
work?
You gotta refresh your Discord.
Me? Okay. I'll do that sometime.
Cast level 3 refresh.
Yeah.
All right.
So I guess you've done what we can do about it right now. So
Yes. Though I suppose I could message Rhett and ask her not to do it, but that might just put the idea in her head.
yeah, you don't want to.
She can't scry us, can she? Is that a thing bards can do?
I don't know.
Are
I would
bards
assume.
are bards included under the monsters you have studied on how to slay?
No, that's really just a hobby of mine.
But do you know if bards can scry?
I have no idea.
What about bardic
know?
ranger?
Do I
Ranger-
know? What's
Ranger
that, Arcana?
Sure, you can roll Arcana.
What about bards with the Eye of Allegra?
It's an 18.
Why am I not seeing any of your rolls? I didn't see Butch's rolls. I'm not seeing your rolls. Let me refresh Foundry.
Because they're secret.
Because our electronic setup is super bug free.
Yeah, absolutely. We love you, Foundry.
It's a feature.
Support us on Patreon so we can start doing this in person and we don't have to rely on things like Foundry anymore. Hey, there's some rolls. I can see them now. Let me get this back up and running so the people at home can see it too.
Yeah, I always forget that I could take insect plague whenever I want.
With an 18, you have not really heard of it's. From what you know of bardic magic, scry is not typically something that they are known to do. However, you do know that certain bards have been known to dabble in other schools of magic as well. So
Yeah,
it's a possibility, but you know from your time with Rhett that she has never scried and she has never
college
yeah.
of lore. I don't think so, Butch.
Yeah, but she's got that eye of.
Yeah, I don't know what that thing can do.
Feknar?
I don't know.
It's
You have
Fek
to ask-
something.
You have to ask Elric.
Let's go ask Elric.
Okay.
I go to Elric's room. Bang, 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 bang.
Just to keep it straight in my head, which day of the first month of the year is it?
Second day.
The second day.
So it's the day after New Year's?
It is.
Did we kill a Kraken on New Year's Eve?
Yeah, you did. I believe so.
Pop the champagne.
Incredible.
Can we really have champagne without France?
It's just sparkling sadness.
Or sparkling satire?
Okay, so before Arnon and Butch get to me, I am dramatically journaling like second anew year 1269.
So
Nice.
Nice.
What? It's been there for a while, baby. All right.
Just
So-
as we ended the year killing a legendary creature, we no sooner than 2 days later confirm that one of our closest companions has acquired 2 legendary items that might be warping them malevolently as we speak. Between this news and the news of the Elder Brain dragon being sighted, is hope lost? What am I prepared to do to win?
Knock, knock, knock,
I
knock,
can-
knock.
Dun, 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 dun.
you know that pounding.
Giggity.
Phrasing.
It's more pounding that's from seeing a whole voyage.
It's okay,
What's
Elric.
that
I know.
you?
No, it's okay. You guys need to get dressed.
I approach the door.
I will
Yes,
pound on the
Butch.
door again. Oh, he
The,
actually said so.
the door's open.
Ah. You're okay, good. Had a terrible vision last night. Arden was in the vision.
Hey,
Is that
Arnon,
why
was
it
your-
was terrible?
Was your patron also in the vision?
no, but my Patreon is at patreon.com/those natural ones.
Shameless plug.
Fantastic.
Nailed it.
Seamless.
We witnessed Rhett slicing the throat of General Calliope. In the vision, I sent General Calliope 2 messages, 2 sendings of warning. And she indicated she would heed them and find a new location to hide. And since you journal everything, I thought you should know. Plus, good morning.
Right. You know, there's usually an order to these things.
No, I also need to know if bards can scry. Arden said they can't. You're a wizard, and you know more about the hand-eye coordination of Vector.
You're almost right.
Okay,
You don't know?
Vecna
right.
and their hand and eye are items that we only have tales of, and even those might not even be accurate.
Butch's tail twitches.
Right now, we need to focus on what's in front of us.
Okay. Do you have magic to prevent us from being scryed upon?
No. I
How about
don't.
Amisra?
Amisra?
Let me check my spell book real quick.
I
No.
don't suppose you have non-detection.
Unfortunately, no, I don't. That's not something that I typically have ever had to worry about. I run a store.
It's true. It's true.
I am.
It's true.
I'm way out of my depth here.
It would really behoove us to remember that more often.
I mean, if you
We've been
want, I
asking
can.
a lot of you.
I can really lock a door, like really, really well, like really well. But yeah, I can
Amisra, my apologies.
I can clean things up like instantly, like that. I can clean things, and I got that one lightning bolt. You know that.
Amisra,
Yeah. Yes.
it's okay. Just breathe.
Okay. Yeah, we're fine. We're fine.
We're going to get through this.
If you say so.
So really, the question is why? How did Arden and I share a vision? Maybe I should think about that.
You mean, how did you get into my vision?
Arcana 24. Arcana? Arcana? Arcana?
Did you,
That wouldn't.
Arnon, did you get into his dreams? Is that some sort of strange blood thing you do?
No, he got into mine.
It's probably more likely that the Goddess of Dreams did a Goddess of Dreams thing. I don't know, Nick, what's that Arcana 24 say?
Well, with an Arcana 24, since you rolled Arcana, you would know of spells like Dream that would let people enter your dreams and change dreams.
While I do have that spell, I would like to point out that I played no role in what happened to the two of you.
Yes, no, it's probably more likely that Sunny Mumbo did the spell to join our dreams.
Seems like she's doing
Go
a lot.
ahead and roll me a Arnon actually Arnon and Butch. Go ahead and roll me 2 rolls from each of you. I need a perception roll and a religion roll.
How do I perceive my religion?
It's in the corner. In the spotlight.
So, perception of 22 and a perception of 12. And we get a religion of 13 and a religion of a natural 1. So, Arnon, specifically, you recall seeing your patron standing next to you, as well as a glowing elven figure standing next to Butch in that vision.
Wait, she appeared in her elven visage for me? Not her turtle visage?
She did to Arnon.
Okay.
I'm saying what Arnon perceived.
Sorry, I'll be quiet.
You perceived nothing, Butch.
You perceived a 12. You saw her floating next to you,
Sure.
and you saw a fourth figure next to Arnon, but your focus wasn't in that direction, so you didn't really make it out.
Sorry.
Arnon, for Religion 13 and hearing enough from Butch in your journeys with him, you can assume that the visage, the glowing white elven visage, was his goddess, Sehanin. or at least an avatar of her.
I'm pretty sure that you and your goddess were in my vision last night. I remember seeing her. Did I see mine?
Yes, you saw yours. Yours was the first one you saw.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Yeah. Saw them both. It was like a party.
Sounds like serious business.
Yeah. Super serial.
Let's see here.
When murder's on the line.
Amisra's not on there, so let's see. Let's see what she has to say. With her just straight history. Ooh, she's I forgot, she's super smart. She got a 27.
Nice.
To the which Amisra's like, it sounds so I've read about shared visions before in some of the texts that I was studying. Typically it happens between two people who worship the same deity, but I would assume that since the two of you worship two different deities that were, working together to show you the same thing, that this is clearly a very, very important vision, that two goddesses apparently potentially might be working together to help intervene or run interference on whatever's going on. Clearly maybe there's some sort of alliance forming and they're working through you in any way possible to help prevent this specific thing that you saw from happening.
Theoretically, could one goddess be giving somebody a vision and then another goddess butt into that vision with somebody else?
I mean, I guess technically anything's possible. I mean, we live in a world where I can shoot lightning out of my hand. I mean, anything is possible,
Are there
I guess.
ones where you can't?
I'm just saying, Perhaps. So in all of my studies, there's been specific key events, specific nexus point events in history that scholars believe set the course of the next era that happened. Perhaps the general is part of that, since we have two goddesses basically intervening and sending very vivid messages trying to keep this general from being murdered. Maybe the general is the key to ending this, to defeating Tativilis, to keeping him from taking over everything. Maybe it's like a save the general, save the world.
Oh, shame on you.
God damn it, I just got that.
We'd be heroes.
Just for one day.
I remember.
God, I have to pull my head out of that space right now.
All that for a joke, for a 20-year-old joke.
Yep. We old. All right, I think I'm needed in the galley, in the kitchen. I gotta go. Butch beetles off.
Amisra, I'll be right back. I need to make sure that our fighter hasn't brooded himself into the sea.
When you come back, can you bring some food?
Of course.
Oh, thanks. That would be awesome.
I'll be right back.
To which
And I go check on Orpheus.
Butch and Elric leave, and Amisra is standing there and just kind of looking awkwardly over at Arnon, like...
Slowly close the door.
So, Arnon, do you like toast too?
Yeah. It's pretty good.
It is warm and crispy, and a perfect place for jelly to lay.
God damn it.
Oh,
Gonna hit us with all of these.
Speaking of 20-year-old jokes.
Should you guys come into breakfast or?
Chop, chop, chop.
So, Elric, you go searching for Orpheus. You find your way to Orpheus's cabin.
I'm gonna knock twice.
Thing happens.
Wonder if Orpheus is even here. Orpheus?
What is it, Elric? Is the ship on fire? Have you opened another portal to hell? Has somebody else turned into an evil zombie sorcerer?
Do you need those things to be true for you to get out of bed?
You just hear heavy footsteps. Clearly he has not gotten undressed whatsoever. Not done any kind of personal maintenance. And opens the door.
Sleep in your armor?
Sleep would be a generous term.
That would be one level of exhaustion for you, then.
Yeah, you being exhausted sounds about right.
I feel like it's fitting, story-wise.
Yeah,
Did
Elric.
Orpheus. I'm going to go get breakfast for Amisra and myself. After that, I think we need to talk.
Enjoy your breakfast. I think we've had enough talk for now. And he just shuts the door abruptly. And you hear the heavy footfalls as he walks back to a chair or a bed or something on the other side of the room.
Which are only about 2 or 3, because you are on a ship. You hear dung, dung, grr.
Just let out a dry one there at the end.
Right. And then I go get breakfast for Amisra and myself.
Fantastic. So, Ember, are you meeting the rest in the galley?
I am already in the kitchen scouring for food.
Fantastic. So, Butch, you're in there prepping some food, and you see Ember walk in, who you hadn't seen in the previous day, as they didn't leave their cabin.
I'm already feeling better.
Somewhat?
I'm worried about you.
It's kind. I need food.
Yes, you probably need more than just the simple bowls of soup I've left for you.
Can you put extra salt in mine? It helps my head.
Yes. I look at the head chef.
They just kind of like, sure.
It's
Just give you that,
Salt
like,
Bae.
just give you that.
Nice.
God, we're just whipping them all out today.
None of that was
All
okay.
of them.
You just salt bade.
0% of that was okay.
Anyway, moving on. So,
Food acquired. Extra salt.
Thank you so much. I'm gonna go eat this up deck.
I don't think breakfast is quite ready, so it's like a... It's like cheese and
What
some
is
bread.
happening?
I think that's Perry's phone, but I'm not
I
sure.
think Barry has a new theme song.
No, that's my 4-second ringtone for my wife.
Is it Axel Foley?
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
absolutely.
About to be arrested by a Beverly Hills cop.
Oh God. So, as you're all enjoying your breakfast and you're wherever you are on deck, in your cabin, in the galley, or in Orpheus, in your own head as you brood even more,
I was wondering where you were going with that.
you continue. About an hour or so goes by before you hear the bell on deck start da-da-ding, da-da-ding, da-da-ding. And you hear the shout of somebody, a sailor up in the crow's nest. Land!
Finally.
I'm still like awkwardly in the door of Amistra's room.
God damn it.
2 hours
hear something?
later.
Elric, you walk back and you kind of have to, sorry, sorry. Let me just squeeze right past you.
It's like,
Oh my gosh.
did
Hey,
you
front to
want
front?
food?
Not yet. Somebody just yelled something?
Yes.
I had some strawberries in my pocket.
Arnon, they yelled land.
Oh.
7 charisma.
For the
I'm
win.
just going to. Me and Amisra are going to. Now that we have food. Okay, and then I just close the door.
I guess you didn't bring me any. I'll go walk and get food.
Fantastic. You make your way to the galley, get food from Butch and the cook, the head cook.
Arnon, you're here. Eat.
Okay.
It's no meat Sunday, but it's real good, and we've got some beer that's passable.
Here's some pocket strawberries.
Ooh.
Not sure where they came from.
Your pocket, obviously.
Well, I mean, they didn't grow there, do you think?
I don't know. It's possible that your patron put them there.
That would be awesome.
Maybe you'll get special blood powers from your strawberries.
What patrons do you think leave nut milk?
Probably elven ones, high elf ones.
Like Bacchus?
Sure. All right, I gotta go back and do more food prep. Bye.
Guys leaving nuts everywhere.
Johnny Appleseed.
So, about another hour goes by before you all hear more shouting coming from on deck. You start hearing sailors running around. You hear Rain shouting commands. Get those lines ready. You know, you can hear the commotion and everything. It seems like getting ready to pull into the dock, prepping for tying the ship down.
Hearing all the commotion, Orpheus is going to lumber back on deck.
You walk up, you see that you are entering that bay, that crescent-shaped bay of Palmedon. You see the city stretching on the hills in front of you. The ship is getting closer and closer to the docks themselves. There are you're passing in that inlet. Ships dotting the cove throughout, some leaving, some anchoring, some tying off. You see on the docks themselves nets of fish and barrels of barrels of fresh catch being thrown onto the docks and wheeled into the city to, different markets, stores, restaurants, and so on and so forth.
We're establishing the hell out of this dock. I love it.
Barrels of semen.
Barrels of semen.
I think they're carried by the seamen. Thank you.
Yes, they are of semen.
So,
Damn it.
Pretty sure they're full of fish.
the Narissa pulls up to an empty slit.
Phrasing.
Goddamn.
Is that where the eggs are stored?
Slip.
Oh, the tongue.
It's not empty for long.
Oh, no.
Narissa pulls up to an empty slip, ties off to one of the docks.
Ties off, huh?
Lowers the gangplank.
I swear to God.
You
I'm here for the gangplank.
God damn it.
Yep.
Start seeing sailors disembark.
All right, can we all just get off already?
Racing.
Gotta go on a town.
It's quite moist here.
Oh my
Jesus
gosh.
Christ.
Of course, you're right by the water.
Children.
Butch can hold his breath for an hour. There's no problem. There's no downside.
So, Rain's like, all right, well, we should probably head back up and see my uncle. Inform him of the good news. To which Gwen kind of turns and is like, do you mind if I didn't sleep very well last night. Do you mind if I just crash in your cabin while you go parlay with the Jarl? Yeah, that's fine. Just hang out here for a little while. We'll be back.
Gwen, give me the tooth. Just in case.
Reaches in the bag of holding and hands you over the tooth. It's probably a good idea.
Smart.
I don't know why my Gwen voice and my Amisra voice end up being the same one, but it is what it is.
Gwen's a high elf?
It's that same frantic energy. No, Gwen's a wood elf.
I meant to say Amisra.
If you do this, it's very convincing.
Amisra's a high elf. Yeah, I got to do the antlers, and then I can do that same frantic energy, and it works.
Frantic and anxious.
Yes. All right. Anyway, So, are you all journeying with Rain?
Yeah.
Yes.
I'm just
Yeah.
gonna be silent again.
I tell Amisra, I'm sure we'll return shortly.
I'm sure you will. I feel like we're pretty safe here. I'll hang out here. I'll check on Gwen, make sure she doesn't need anything. And see you back in a little bit. Hopefully with a new ally who can help us, since apparently our old allies are killing people.
Deep
That's
breath.
pretty good.
Deep breath. We are going to win.
Okay.
When what?
Power of positive thinking, I guess.
Determination, more than anything.
It should be an entire school of magic. Confidence.
It is. That's called being a bard.
Yes.
Charm magic, enchantment magic. Sweet.
All right. So you all make your way through Palmedon up the familiar paths that you've walked previously a few days prior. Make it up to that wooden castle, the almost more of a long house than castle itself in some respect. Walk into that same throne room with the blue carpet up to that driftwood throne. You see the Jarl sitting there on the throne, arms stretched out across the arms of the throne itself. You see 3 people standing around him. Ragnar, who he's currently in a conversation with.
That guy rocks.
Ragnar rocks, that's right. Hold on one second, where is my... where is it? You see Vigos standing on the other side. And another person standing who is currently kind of hunched over in a conversation with the two. You see another Janazi. Long white hair, slightly moist, in green robes, holding a kind of gnarled driftwood staff, standing there talking to Leaf and Ragnar. As the door opens and your party enters, did the music stop? It says it's playing. What the hell? Oh, it was just super quiet. My apologies. As the door opens and your party enters, the discussions stop and they look up, and a look of confusion across the Jarl's face. You made it back. Either
Hey,
Yes.
Sorry. What's the name of the Jarl again?
Leaf Sea Strider.
Leaf Sea Strider.
You made it back. Either congratulations are in order, or you all ran away from your mission.
Butch pointedly looks at the massive tooth being held by his favorite human.
Orpheus holds it over his shoulder.
So you have
You don't want to know where I was to get this.
roll a perception check, or I'm sorry, a persuasion check. You can do it at advantage because you have the entire group with you.
Mana.
Mana.
16.
Nice.
Leaf, the Jarl, looks up. It's like, if that is truly what I think it is, perhaps congratulations are in order. Rain, Is what they're saying true? Raiden kind of walks over. It's like, sure as fucking shit is true. These, somehow, we survived. We killed that fucking thing. And yeah, he ripped that shit straight out of its mouth as it sank to the bottom of the fucking ocean. To which the other Genasi, the one in the green robes, kind of steps forward and is like, this band, this group here, led by one who has failed this task previously and came back mysteriously by themselves, is the ones that defeated the Kraken. Your group of 5 individuals and yourself defeated the beast of the sea.
Yeah, maybe you should have given it a try.
Who let Arnon talk?
Oh, did I say that out loud?
Twas a difficult battle, Jarl. We lost good sailors. We nearly lost the ship. We nearly
Hey,
lost half of us.
Thanks, Dark Wolf Gaming, or what was it? Dark Wolf Gaming PSE for the follow on Twitch.
Huzzah!
Huzzah. Anyway, continue. Sorry to interrupt.
We nearly lost the half of us as the corpse sank towards the bottom of the ocean. We had to pry the jaws apart just to release us. It was a harrowing battle. It was no small feat. I do not mean to brag, just that it was only by our steadfastness and our unwillingness to give up that we succeeded.
Make me a persuasion check with advantage. As this 25. Fantastic. As this being, this person, with their hands folded behind them, walks up and says, you tell tales of battle and of victory. This beast, we know the difficulty this beast would have brought to you. So, while you do tell a good tale and you do bring a trophy, it is a trophy that could easily have been shed and picked up on a random beach somewhere. So, forgive me if I am a little hesitant to believe your word. It is my duty to question.
As a cleric of a goddess, I am no liar.
One more persuasion check with advantage.
Usually with a kill contract, you want specific proof of life. It's requested in the contract.
At 20 or 31.
Shit. To which this individual kind of nods slightly to you and says, I do not question your honor, cleric. It is my duty to not take things at face value. If you would give me a moment, perhaps I can verify your story.
Please do.
May I see that tooth?
I take the tooth up to him.
He puts his hands out. You place the tooth in his hands. He stands there, closes his eyes for a second, opens them, and you see just pure white.
Psychometry.
A second
Can
goes.
they all do that here?
A minute goes by. He kind of shakes his head a little bit. Blinks. His pupils return. Hands you back the tooth. His expression changes to almost, you see the brow furrow. He turns to the Jarl and says, I cannot pick anything up. I believe they're telling the truth. Kind of takes a step back. You see his demeanor change. He kind of loosens up. His posture a bit more fluid now, less rigid. Do forgive me. We have a lot of people entering these chambers claiming to kill the Kraken. Clearly, as you are well aware, none of them have succeeded prior, but many try to claim the reward. So forgive me for being a little hesitant to take your word.
This motherfucker.
To which the Jarl kind of, "Oh, father, you are doing your job. I appreciate it. If it is true, as he says, he cannot reach out, he cannot scry on this Kraken anymore, even with this supposed tooth. Clearly you have dispatched, or at least driven the Kraken to a place we cannot no longer reach it. Congratulations. One way or the other, the Kraken is no longer going to be a threat to my sailors or my waters. You have done well and fulfilled your side of the bargain. Now, what can I do for you?
We would that you would entertain a meeting with our general so that we could work side by side to prevent the multiple realities of creation from crashing in together by fighting against the mind flayers that seek to enslave the material plane.
Mind flayers, you say?
Too many.
We believed those were a myth. We have not seen them on this side of the world for, well, ever, really. We've heard stories from travelers and places we've conquered, but we have yet to encounter one. Could be a fun fight.
Mind shielding is advised. Which gestures to the mask worn by Gwen?
Gwen is not with you, and
Oh, Gwen's not with us. Okay.
she had left her mask to be worked on by one of the local blacksmiths.
Right. Sorry.
I can confirm that doing battle with mind flayers is much easier when you can shield your mind.
Well, that would make grammatical sense that a mind flayer could potentially affect your mind.
In more ways than one, you can be sure.
Well, where should this meeting take place with your general?
Would it be possible for our general to come here?
Do you have a Starbucks?
A Panera?
Oh my god.
No, but speaking of jokes from 20 years ago, we have a Kosi.
Oh my gosh. Let's see. The bread that hurts your gum.
Oh my god. It's like eating a brick. Oh, anyway.
It's like eating a broken brick.
So, it is possible, if you believe your general would be up for the travel. Better yet, it sounds like from your story you told me before that you are running low on resources and places to lay low. If your general is up for the travel, then yes, I will meet with her here. However, I would also suggest perhaps a neutral plane away from my people as well as the enemies who surround you. Perhaps if you have another spot, maybe a place away from conflict, but also perhaps somewhere closer where your general can still keep an eye on the troops and the war that she is commanding. I know personally.
Pretty easy to get to hell.
That is not exactly what I meant by plane, but I just meant a neutral location. Because personally, I know if I was in the middle of a surround and pound, as we like to call it, I would not want to leave my troops.
Elric, didn't we see, wasn't there an island between us and here?
There was.
We could go clear it out.
Is that still a part of the plan?
I mean, it would be neutral.
Ish.
Ish.
What'd you say?
Depending on how clearing that place out goes, we may need to further negotiate the placement of refugees as the situation has gotten increasingly dire.
I'm sure that's a topic for a later conversation. But yes.
I will tell you what. He points to the gentleman in the green robes. Ulfar has this distinct ability to let me travel instantly to any location that has a large tree.
Ulfar?
Ulfar.
Is he of the hill people?
I mean, to an extent. He has the ability to transport me, as well as himself and a few others, instantly via any large tree to any location of our choosing. So, you pick the location, and we will meet you there. And we will parley with your general. See if we can't come up with some sort of treaty or agreement.
A gracious offer.
The fuck was that?
Oh, was that me?
Oh my gosh.
What was that?
Somebody stepped on a sneezing cat.
Oh my god. Anyway, moving back on.
Jarl, when would be a good time for us to return? I do not wish to further interrupt your business.
You have the ability to send messages, correct?
Indeed. We can do that.
Yeah. You let me know when you are ready, and I will let you know when I can arrive. Speak with your general, get things set up, find a location. Preferably somewhere nice. But anywhere will do. I will tell you
Thank
what.
you, Jarl.
It would behoove you and go for. It would help out quite a bit if you would bring some sort of foreign, some sort of imbibement that I am unable to get on this side of the planet.
Of course.
Wines, beers, whiskeys, something. I'm always up for trying the spirits of other lands.
I tell you about nut milk.
Oh, you're one of them, aren't you? Tell me, when was the last time you were in Long Ben?
Perhaps there was leftovers from the underground portion of the vineyard where we were previously. From one Casa de Grundle tractor.
God damn it.
Oh my gosh.
I hate that so much.
No.
How do you think Vecna feels about possessing the ancient clan of Grundle Tractor?
I don't care.
I don't like it one bit.
All right.
It's been a while since I've heard anyone mention nut milk.
Oh my god.
We do not have dealings with the high elves very often anymore.
That's a shame.
Arnon, don't they make fermented nut milk?
I guess maybe. I was like, I don't know, 7.
So you have not returned. You have not been to Long Ben since you were 7.
Yeah. It's been a while.
Interesting.
Dear Google, can you ferment almond milk?
So
Is that like Sahanine Moonbow's compatriot? Google?
Yep.
All
Well,
signs point
Siri's
to
friend.
why?
I don't know, Arnon. What kind of nuts are the high elves using?
Who's nuts?
I'll pull one out of my pocket, a couple, and say D's.
D's? Are those slightly bigger than the
Pocket
C's?
strawberries. You can ferment pocket strawberries for sure.
Yeah, for sure. For sure.
For sure.
Pocket strawberries and D's nuts.
Oh no.
Fantastic.
Oh no.
well,
Thank you, Jarl. We look forward to our meeting.
he kind of nods and he's like, "Send me word when you are ready, and we will be there." Now, if there's nothing else, I have work to do, so please. And just kind of shoos you away with his hand.
Put my arm around Arnon and help escort him out.
Peace out, homie.
Just want to say, clear for the record, I take the tooth with me. For Gwen.
Fair enough.
Of course.
All right. And as you
We have
all...
the other things that she wanted.
Not yet. You have to pick those up.
It's at the store.
And as you all exit the throne room, we are going to go ahead and take our break because it is 9:53. So stick
Hooray.
with us, and we will be back right around 10 o'clock to continue this. We'll be back! If I can find the button.
Nice.
There it is. And we are back. Sorry for that long delay, everybody, but we are back. So, As you all are walking out of the throne room, that's the word I was looking for. As you are walking out of the throne room into the castle proper, what are you doing?
Is there a vendor trying to sell us stuff? Are they hawking their wares?
Not in the castle, no.
Oh.
Is there a tour guide?
No.
Are there shady-looking nobles looking to make crooked deals with foreigners?
Make an investigation check.
Is
Oh,
everybody in there a douchebag?
You.
Is it just me?
Make an insight check.
Oh,
Is there
no.
anybody following us and or watching us?
Make a perception check.
I got a 3 to investigate.
17 on my insight check.
You got Butch. You see nothing. Arnon, there's
I'm
quite
blind.
there's quite a few douchebags.
8.
You got an 8. No, you don't see anyone following.
It's because I'm so short.
Yeah.
Anybody taller want to take a crack at that?
We're just looking for plot hooks.
Take a cracking at it.
Yep. Take another
Are we
crack.
looking for plot hooks?
I don't know.
I feel like we've been caught by at least several.
Well, let's go get something to eat then.
Butch always looking for food.
We're
Who
getting
likes food?
pulled apart by plot hooks like we're in Hellraiser,
We know what Butch really
and
wants.
which wants to eat.
Yeah, get yourself a Cenobite to eat.
Oh my
Even I
gosh.
got that one.
So, are you leaving the castle and going into the city, or are you sneaking around the castle some more?
We gotta
No, we're just
go
gonna go shopping or eat
Oh,
something.
pick up some shit.
There's an order that I remember placing.
You did. What was the order for? I don't remember.
It was for the spell Tasha's Otherworldly Guise.
Oh, yes.
Hey, you guys.
Ding, order up.
We all
now,
rendezvous back at the inn from last time, the tavern.
That sounds like a good idea.
We'll go straight to drinking while they go shopping.
go ahead.
Orpheus is already gone.
All right, so Elric,
Mm-hmm.
since you mentioned it first, if you remember correctly, you were only gone for, well, you're probably gone for close to a week at this point. Go ahead and roll me a D100 to see if they got the spell in or not.
T100.
It's like a lazy D20.
Okay. What does an 8 get me?
Oh no.
Fuck all.
Fuck all.
100?
So,
I get you fuck all.
It's just like sales tax.
as you walk back into, I believe that was the Sea Witch, if I remember correctly.
Believe that was a sea witch.
As you walk back into the Sea Witch and see that familiar face standing up, it's like, ah, you're back again.
Yes, I have returned.
I'm assuming you're here to look for the scroll you asked for.
Yes.
Unfortunately, we have not had any luck finding that specific item. We've sent word out to quite a few different mages and other magic shops throughout the continent, but nothing yet. So I'll tell you what, I will. If we get one in, I'll send you a message and let you know. But as of right now, we haven't had any luck.
Right. Seeing as how I'm already here, I don't suppose it would hurt to see what you still have on offer.
Alright, let's take a look. What exactly are you looking for? Are you looking for more spell scrolls or...
Spell scrolls in particular.
Let's see. Any specific level you're looking for?
Looking for something 3rd level or higher.
3rd level or higher. Let's see what I got over here. Oh, that's 4, not 3rd. Give me a second here as I look through my wares. You
Where's
son
spelled
of
with
a
a Z?
bitch. You son of a bitch. Alright, we got... 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, I should
Where's
probably...
my wares?
Where's my wares? Let me see how many wares we got. we're gonna find you some scrolls here. A total of four scrolls available. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That's 7th level. Get fucked.
1, 2, 3.
You
4,
said-
5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
You said between level 3 and 6, or just anything over level 3?
Let's stick to 3 through 6. I need to be able to use this.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Whoa! Faithful Hound is one that we have here.
Sounds good, Eric.
This
Like a
will
service dog?
summon a phantom watchdog. You see, with where it remains for the duration. Until you dismiss it as an action or until you move more than 100 feet away from it. It's more like a guard dog. It's not really a service dog so much as a guard dog. It is invisible to everyone except for you. So, and it can't be harmed. But when a creature comes within 30 feet of the 30 feet of it without first speaking the password that you specify, the hound starts barking loudly.
So imagine Elric in the middle of the woods yelling, "Bad dog," at nothing.
Exactly. It sees invisible creatures and can see into the ethereal plane as well. It ignores illusions. And at the start of each of your turns, the hound attempts to bite one creature within 5 feet of it. That is hostile to you, not just any creature. So that's our first scroll that we have available. Second one would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Dimension Door. Are you familiar with this one?
I do already have that one.
Okay.
I
Moving
told him
on.
we've already
1,
got
2,
one.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. How about Blink? Are you familiar with the spell Blink?
I already have that one as well.
Ah, look at you. Aren't you special? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. How about Remove Curse?
I don't have that one.
Well, as you can imagine, the way this spell works is if there's a curse affecting a person, this spell can remove it.
You don't say.
Butch is here with me, isn't he?
He is.
Oh yeah, I should probably do that.
Yeah, but Butch, do you already have that spell?
Yes. Yeah. I mean, my goddess can grant me that spell.
Would it make sense for me to have it as a redundancy?
Can you cast it as a ritual?
That's a good question.
That's why I raised my int by 1.
I don't believe this is a ritual. Excuse me, I don't believe you can ritually cast this, but let me double check something real quick.
Thank you.
As he pulls out a book and starts looking through it, flipping through the pages. Let's see. No, unfortunately, this is not a ritual spell. This is just a single action, but there is no ritual casting of this spell.
All right, Elric, I want you to imagine a scenario. We've been separated. You have found a magical item that is cursed, but I'm not with you. Would this spell be useful?
Sorry, I'm having trouble imagining a scenario in which you're not at least tailing behind me.
Fair. But what if there were, say, a massively powerful evil ranger bard who has separated us or driven me mad?
I do remember the time when you were feeble-minded.
Yeah, that was worse. Let's not talk about that.
Right. We're not going to talk about that.
No. Oh, God, it was awful. I felt like I'd been reduced to a shell of myself.
Fortunately, it was short-lived.
Arnon is trying to picture a shell of a turtle.
That would make sense. You rarely have my back. I'm kidding. Of course you have my back.
I did get you out of that situation immediately.
I'm very grateful for... Wait, was that... No, that was... Wasn't that, the old elf guy?
Old
Gwen's
elf guy.
dad. I think it was Gwen's dad that did the Greater Restoration.
Hey, Mir.
Greater
Oh, but you-
Restoration...
Yes, but you did bail me out of the situation. I'm eternally grateful for
Right. Well, I suppose it's better I have it and not need it.
that. I don't know. It depends on the cost, because I don't think we're exactly floating high on money. Right? I don't really know
How
money
much would it
works.
be for that scroll in particular?
The scroll
know,
of
but-
remove curse would be about 1,500 gold.
Sounds like a lot.
Oh, that's not that much.
Oh, I guess it's not that much.
The two different personalities.
How much does a home cost?
Like a
Yes,
regular
there's
house or
those.
like a turtle shell.
I mean, aren't people, what's the going wage?
About 350.
Yeah, that's, I mean, 350 a year, 3 gold, 50 silver. I don't know. It's a lot of money.
I'm sorry, did you say 3 gold and 50 silver a year?
I thought that's what Arnon said.
About
Oh my
350.
god. How much for Faithful Hound?
Faithful Hound would run you about 2,500.
I'm going to go before I have a heart attack.
It's probably smart. So 4,000 for both of those?
Correct. This is when we need Sam because she has the book.
Oh, I have the
She has in the
Free money.
documentation.
Yeah,
It
but
says 20,
that was
833.
that's 2 months old.
We have free money.
That was
Today.
before you guys spent a shit ton of
Sam's
money
not
last
here.
time.
Pretty
Yeah.
sure that
No, it
didn't
was-
count and we just get free stuff.
Wrong.
No,
Yes,
it was-
when the person who's keeping track of the money is not here, you have free money.
Sam, damn it, we need you.
60-something thousand before we came to this place.
Oh my gosh.
Then
that's
we got all the way down
large
to
number.
20,000.
Okay, I'm gonna gingerly
So I think
attempt
this
to
is-
extract myself from this crowded, no doubt crowded store, so I don't knock
Yes.
anything over with my massive behemoth frame.
Yes, according to this ledger, after episode 95, 20,833.
20,833 after episode 95.
Which was shopping in Sosha.
Tonight on D&D Math.
How much is an
It
Electrum?
was.
Oh, I really like
No-
Electrum. They're so
nobody
pretty.
likes $2 bills. Okay, then yes,
Hey.
you have 20,000 gold left. How the hell do you have that much gold?
We don't spend it.
We did basically collect a few different hordes worth before having
Hordes?
time
That is very true. Hordes.
Hordes.
For the Horde!
Yeah, you get to a boss fight and they
Yep.
have a horde that they keep with
Yeah.
them that we just
Horde.
take.
We take it
Hordes.
and put them in the Horde tents.
Reference to
Yeah.
off-stream game.
Ah,
All right,
Oh.
so
those tents. Past
What did
tense.
you
You
just
have-
roll?
I just rolled for the sake of rolling.
Whee!
Or
We're
at
all
least
gonna
that's
die.
what you need to know.
You roll for corn reference?
Yes. Or,
Corn.
or,
Horde.
all right. Yes, you have 20,000 gold then.
Yep.
It would be about four. It would be 4,000 to get these 2 scrolls.
I'm gonna get these 2 scrolls.
You
Fair
get
enough. Pleasure doing business with you. Is there anything else that I can offer you while you are here?
That's what kind of treats your new dog likes.
He is a he's not real. He is an
so
It's real
unreal.
neat, damn it.
you won't
It's
even
more
be
the
able-
idea of a dog.
you won't even be able to see him.
You mean I can't
How
give
do
it
you
ice?
know if he's hungry then if you can't see him?
He's I mean, your wizard friend who casts the spell will be able to see him, but he is an ethereal.
Who says we're friends?
Oh, so he can tell when he's hungry.
Right. Who says we're friends?
Y-
He's a compatriot. Let's take a step back.
just a sheer look of exasperation over this shopkeep. Like,
Hey, I love that look. What does that look mean, Butch?
That look means
Hey,
we need
Butch.
to leave. Or
That means you
we-
gotta
I
back
can't
up
even
and
say
move
that.
away.
Fuck. And we're going to thank you.
thank you.
We're going to go now.
As you leave this building, Elric, make me a perception check.
Oh.
The shopkeeper
Perception.
was Rhett the whole time.
Perception check.
Perception
And not something
check.
like Arcana, like that I'm good at.
No, perception check.
The shopkeeper was a Rakshasa the whole time.
Yes,
Plot
they've been here
twist.
the whole time.
The shopkeeper was your mom the whole time.
Well, HOLE whole time.
No, with a W.
What is a 13?
Yep.
What does it mean?
13's fine. It's fine.
It's fine.
I like
Everything's
I
fine.
like those dice though. As you walk out into, actually, since whoever is there, make me a perception check. I know Orpheus is.
Ooh.
I know Orpheus is not, but
Is mine a disadvantage because I'm like practically outside?
Oh! Oh!
Well, no,
I can't-
this is as you walk out.
I can't perceive
Okay.
emotions, but I can perceive the shit out of everything else.
Ember,
Which got an 18.
you don't
Dang,
know.
Arnon, is it a net
I mean,
20?
I'm assuming
Yeah.
I'm there. I need to stop by the shop to get my raccoon Bjorn, but I'm assuming that we're all staying together as a party.
Orpheus left you guys, but yeah.
Yeah, I'm probably going to go join Orpheus next.
Or
the
Orpheus,
raccoon
or are
in the
you
shop for?
saying that you're still with them?
Nope.
He straight up fucking dipped.
What was the raccoon in the shop for?
The
So,
raccoon's not in the shop. We got
As
the
you-
carriers in the shop.
as you all leave,
Oh,
and you're looking, you enter the street in front of you, looking around. Arnon, at first, you notice something that wasn't there before. Close to the central courtyard of this, or the central square of this city, there's a tower. A familiar tower you've seen before, but not here.
is it that shopkeeper that goes through time?
With a 29, it sure shit looks like that same tower.
Ooh.
Oh my
Is that-
god.
As Kellion?
Now we gotta go to this guy. I wonder if he's met us before.
How do you spell Askelion?
Ezkellion.
Gosh darn it, you lost me at the first letter because it wasn't A.
God.
Ezkellion. Ezkellion.
Thank you.
Hey, Elric, do you see that shop over there? It looks
Is it-
familiar.
Putting away the spell scrolls and.
It wasn't here when we went in. Now it's there. Not right.
Perhaps this time he'll be a bit more forthcoming about how he knows me.
Maybe we haven't met him yet. Or he hasn't met us yet.
Just go talk to him and find out.
Let's. Yes, what Butch said.
Don't rush me. I'm waiting for the last minute.
Oh my god. I walk
Well done.
towards the newly sprouted tower.
As you walk
Now that
up,
it's been pointed out to me.
Ember, you have no idea what's going on. You weren't there for that interaction yet, but
I feel like you don't even need the last part of that sentence. You could say, Ember, you have no idea what's going on, and sentence accurate.
But what you do know with your perception is you walked into this store, talked to this shopkeep, and then as you left, suddenly there was a tower where there was no tower before. And all the rest of your party seems taken aback by this and starts heading towards that tower.
It's in the tower.
It is. Bringing up out of nowhere.
So as you approach this tower, approach this courtyard, you come to this central town square. You find the tower is springing up where a road was, where the entrance to one of the offshoots of the road was, now blocked by this tower. Door facing the courtyard itself.
Let's go inside.
Yeah.
As you approach this spire, as you get within range, deep silence surrounds you. Curiously, you look up, and a bird in the distance seemed to have slowed to a halt in midair, somehow remaining airborne, although its wings no longer moving. The silence is broken by a soft hiss as a square opening forms in the tower base. Through it, you see a large room lined with neatly organized shelves packed with books, trinkets, and exotic objects. As you walk in, you see this tall, lithe, blue-skinned creature with long blue hair almost matching the same skin tone. Welcome, friends, to the Timeless Tower.
Hey, dickhead. I didn't. No.
Thank you for not committing to that.
Oh my gosh, you elves and your weird obsessions with that part.
What
All right.
may I ask brings you in today?
Hey, do you remember us?
Have we met?
I'm a giant turtle guy.
I believe I would remember you if we had met prior.
I also believe this, which means you don't remember meeting us, so we met you in your future.
That sounds about right.
Almost like you'd be used to it.
It is a common occurrence.
Timeless
remember.
Tower, indeed.
Was Orpheus there?
He was.
Okay.
That's where he got his ring.
Right. How far away is the bar where Orpheus is?
Probably about half a mile.
I can run that. I'm going to run, trying to get Orpheus.
Fair enough. Make an athletics check.
Oh, something
it
I'm
is.
actually good at.
There it is.
Jinx yourself.
Athletics.
Yeah.
God, I hope
just-
you roll a
shouldn't have
natural
said it.
one.
Thanks for that.
Oh,
Total of
14.
6.
You're a little winded, but you make it there in time, or you make it there without an issue.
I'm glad I can get there.
Orpheus is challenging people to bare knuckle boxing.
Oh, no.
Hey, Orpheus.
God, it's only a half.
How does a turtle wheeze?
Orpheus.
You're awful.
Oh my god, it's hilarious.
But
Orpheus,
for real though, Orpheus has just been challenging people to fights.
Orpheus, the time traveling tower has returned.
You're not 10 times fast.
He doesn't remember you. The time traveling tower has returned. We should go see him. You should go see him because you're from his future. It's like time traveling but backwards. You should come with us. Let's go.
Can't you see I'm busy, Butch? He says as he punches another guy on the ground.
Ah.
Just paused his fight for a turtle exclamation.
It's like, hold on, Turtle came in. Time out.
Yeah.
Seeing how insistent Butch appears, Orpheus is gonna drop the guy, stand up, and go over to him.
You're gonna drop him.
I cast Spare the Giant on him just in case.
All right, Butch, where are we going?
This way, follow me.
Seeing you start to run, do we have to run? He's got all the time in the world.
No,
But
we don't.
So, while this is going on, what are the three of you doing inside the tower?
30-second dance party?
I'm going
Meanwhile-
to ask whether or not he has Tasha's otherworldly guise.
He's on a mission.
Roll another single-digit die.
Yeah, no.
I dare you.
Unfortunately, no, that is not one that I currently have.
I'm shocked.
Is there anything else that I could offer you?
Uh,
I have potions, I have trinkets.
I suppose I could take a look at your trinkets in the meantime.
Is
Do you
there
have like a alchemical jug? type deal.
You looking for an alchemy?
He
jug?
needs nut milk. He desperately needs nut milk.
I do actually have a few alchemy jugs in stock, if that is what you are looking for.
These are the jugs I'm looking for.
Now, give me a second to look up. Holy shit, where did it go? Sorry, give me a second. Doobie doobie
This guy's
doo.
weirder than the last time we talked.
There it is. That's what I'm looking for.
It was like
I do have
in through the stock.
I do have a alchemy jug in stock. Currently running it for about 500 gold.
sold.
Sold.
Buy it,
Fantastic. Here,
Buy it.
he reaches down behind the counter and pulls out the jug. Looks. Make a perception check.
I slathered myself in nut milk.
Oh God! Ew, phrasing.
I'll get it in your eye.
If you would like to join our OnlyFans and see
No.
Arnon slathering
No.
himself in nut milk,
And remember, htbvids.com.
Every time. Every
It's like
time.
the Zoolander gasoline party, but with nut milk.
Wake me up before
oh,
you go.
I'd rather stay asleep.
Perception
Orange
check,
mocha
Arnon.
frappuccinos. Do you have any blueberries?
Arnon.
Yeah.
Perception check.
Oh, I didn't hear that.
Sorry, there were too many
I
other.
failed. I failed my own perception check.
Yeah, you did.
That's a 19.
19, not bad. You look at this jug, and this looks shockingly similar to the jug that you gave the devil in hell. Like, to the point where you start rotating it around, and you distinctly remember a couple scuff marks from where Butch had, like, dropped it when he had imbibed a little too much
Yeah.
from it. And you turn it around, and you swear the same scuff marks are present on this jug.
Oh my.
The only difference is this one looks a little more faded and a little more worn.
It's been around. It's been around. Can we get a discount because it's scuffed up?
That's not really how this works.
No, we know how it works. You think about nut milk, and it gives you.
Now, are there any other items you are looking for?
You have any blueberries?
I do not sell food here.
I did want to look through the trinkets.
We have everything from your more common items, such as these bags of holding here, as he points to one of the display counters, to some more rare and unique items. We have... I forget which one this is. Give me a second to look this up. We have these two books here that, when read over a course of a certain amount of time, will help you learn new things. But I need to look at which ones I have, because I have had these for a while and can't quite remember which one's which.
Is one of them for proficiency with chef's tools?
No. This is the Tome of Clear Thought, which will boost your intellect. This other one
Arnon needs that.
This other one is the Tome of Understanding, which will boost your wisdom after you study it for a certain amount of time over about a week or so. We also have an amulet.
Understand the tome of understanding.
We have an amulet that will help you traverse the plains.
That's a no.
Have anything that would protect us against scrying?
I do not, unfortunately. I do, however, have something.
If you ended up in the same time in a different place, could you scry on yourself?
Theoretically, yes. It has happened before where I've visited the same time in different locations.
Here did I put my sunglasses?
Now,
I don't know why I immediately went to Velma from Scooby-Doo.
that's fair.
Because you got a Misa on your mind.
I have wands, rods, amulets, crystal balls.
Does your wand produce nut milk?
Oh my god.
We already have the jug. Are we getting the jug?
I have this, as he holds up this amulet on a thin silver strand with what appears to be almost a dream catcher pendant on it. This is the Dreamwalker's amulet. While you are wearing this and while you are attuned to this, you no longer need sleep or rest. You meditate deeply, which is something that I'm sure your kind is familiar with, but for people who are not elven and do need sleep, this replaces that. And you stay semi-conscious during that meditation. While in the trance, you can manifest your consciousness into a spirit on the ethereal plane. It's a little slower. You will fly through the ethereal plane at maybe 1/3 of your typical speed. And can't really do much other than observe what's happening. You can also only stay within 1 mile of your physical body, otherwise you will revert back to that physical body if you travel farther than that. Also, while wearing it, you have the ability to cast certain spells, such as one that'll let you enter dreams or cause people to fall asleep. Was there anything specific you were looking for?
I still haven't found it.
What you're looking for?
Still haven't found what you're looking for.
Yeah.
Make me Elric, make me a perception check.
Perception. All right, come on. Big money, no whammy. Oh, that's a 22.
A 22. You notice.
He loves Arnon.
You notice behind the counter, which if you remember right, the counter was a circular counter in the center of the room. And behind that there's next to where he's standing, a display case with you can see shimmering arcane energy around this case. You glance inside this case and you see a single scroll. scroll you've seen before. A scroll that was given to a specific elf.
A scroll that was given.
A scroll that perhaps you found with a certain elf's name written on or near it. He just defined books. Dad.
I'm going to point to that scroll and say, out of curiosity, how much for that one?
Kind of looks over. He's like, that was a requested item by someone. Who knows how long it's been. Really, time is a weird thing. For me, it's been years. For the rest of you, it might not have even been requested yet. That scroll is unique. There are only a few that have ever been created. Like I said, it was specifically requested by a patron of mine. However, the nature of my business and the nature of my establishment, as he kind of looks around to the inside of the room.
My patrons go to patreon.com/thosenatural1s.
Due to the rarity of this item, and the fact that I do have a buyer eventually for it, $150,000 gold.
Oh my god.
Do you take layaway?
It's probably not going to be here when we get back.
$150,000 gold.
Yes.
Do we even have that?
First of all, shush. Don't say that out loud.
Oh.
Above game? I'm struggling to remember where we previously encountered that.
So this was the scroll that you found in the Amber Temple in Bavaria.
Yeah, I remember that.
God damn it. This was the scroll that you found underneath a statue in the Amber Temple in Barovia, with Hymir's name on it.
That was it was
you
potentially evidence of him doing time magic.
Exactly. You then confronted, or you then came across Hymir in this store specifically, talking very angrily to the patron of the store, to the owner of the store, about not having that specific item that he requested anymore.
That might mean we purchase it in the future. Unless we create a time paradox.
And then you ended up giving Hymir the scroll. which he then told you the fact that his name was on it was not evidence of him getting it so much as it was evidence of someone leaving it for him, namely his friend in the past, the Lizard Wizard.
Yeah, the Lizard Wizard. Powerful wizard. He can cast Blizzard.
From his double gizzard. Anyway.
Well, you have to for the spell slots.
If that is a little too rich for your blood, we do have something that shares the same magical school as that, but it's a little more rudimentary. Kind of
I like this.
reaches down and pulls out another amulet, this one on a golden chain. And you see, at first butch, you almost think it's a religious symbol to Sehanin, because it's a series of circles and crescents
But it's a
Yeah.
clock.
on
An oversized clock.
that almost seem to hang in midair underneath the golden chain.
But
Yeah.
How
boy.
This is a temporal amulet. This amulet itself lets you use the magic within a few times a day. There are 3 charges in this amulet. And while wearing it, and while attuned to it, you can use 1 charge as a reaction to someone else's attack or movement or something. When using that, you will magically appear at a location you were previously at, regaining any health that you lost in that time, and any thing that affects you will be negated that you took. Okay. Above board. Amulet has 3 charges, regains expended charges daily at dawn. While wearing it, you can expend 1 charge as a reaction at the end of another creature's turn. You magically appear in the spot you were at the start of that creature's turn, regaining any hit points you lost during the turn, and any conditions or effects that begin on you since the start of that creature's turn no longer affect you. So basically, it's the replay button.
It's the be kind, please rewind.
Alric, you could be even more OP.
We have that, and then another item that shares the same school. As he walks over to another display case and pulls out a large staff, which looks like a almost gnarled black handle with these black, almost cloth-like hangings from the top of it, where it opens up into almost like a diamond shape in the top. At the very top, it goes up to a flat portion with a small black ball that seems to be floating above it, with these greenish white wisps, almost like flames above it. Now this is something special as well. This is known as the Chronomancer's Staff. While you have this staff in your possession, and while you are attuned, and only spellcasters can attune to this item, so...
That's all of us.
Well, that's convenient. While you are attuned, you can no longer be surprised. And any attacks you make, you are granted a little bit of foresight to know exactly where to strike. This also helps with any abilities you're doing, as well as reactions to spells or other effects that are attacking you. You have just a general foresight of anything that's coming against you, as well as attacks against you.
General foresight.
General foresight. There's also a few magical properties to the staff as well, saved within it. A few spells. You can use this staff to make... Okay, I can't do this anymore.
I'm talking around the thing.
All right, while holding this magical staff, you cannot be surprised, and you have advantage on attack rolls, ability checks, and saving throws. Additionally, other creatures have disadvantage on attack rolls against you. As an action, you can target a creature within 60 feet of you that you can see with one of the following magical effects using your spell save DC. The creature must succeed on a Constitution saving throw or be incapacitated and have a speed of 0 until the end of your next turn or until it takes damage. Or the creature must succeed on an Intelligence saving throw or take 4d6 psychic damage, and until the end of your next turn, the target has disadvantage on saving throws, and attack rolls against it are made with advantage. You seem familiar.
Sounds pretty powerful.
You seem interested in time manipulation by your interest in that scroll, so I figured these two items may interest you as well.
How much for the amulet?
The amulet itself. Where the hell did it go? The amulet itself would be 30,000 gold. I mean, you are dealing with the manipulation of the fabric of time itself. That kind of magic does not come cheap.
And how much for the staff?
The staff itself would go for 75,000 gold.
$75,000.
Cool stuff.
30,000. Whisper, whisper, we don't have the money for either of those.
I know, but they're so cool.
They are so cool.
I'm really glad I got to hear the descriptions.
Yep, this is cool stuff.
Yeah, it's so cool.
Maybe one day we'll be able to afford it.
One day.
Right. Well, glad to know that these are available here.
Mm-hmm.
Seems for now, though, time and its manipulation is financially out of reach.
Oh, Alric, did you ask him about scrolls for your wizardry abilities?
Do you have scrolls besides the very, very expensive one?
Like fly?
Unfortunately, no. I currently do not have.
Oh,
I don't
dagger in
typically.
the heart.
I don't typically sell.
You're not a spell scroll
I am
shop,
not.
typically.
Save
That
for,
one over there is the exception.
Exactly.
Potions?
I do have one potion specifically. Actually, 3. I apologize. Hold on. Let me count and see how many potions I have in stock right now.
Do, rolling some dice. Do. Is
In
it
the
a
time
dice?
tower, even the slightest movement can change inventory.
That's right.
Yeah.
I have 3 different potions in stock. Of those 3 potions, I have 4 potions of mind reading,
Ooh,
3 potions of expertise.
what's that?
And this peculiar potion, and he pulls out a vial of this reddish orange flaming looking liquid that's almost too bright to look at. Arnon, you are familiar with this potion. There is this
I'm just drinking nut milk.
single potion of
I don't know what's going on.
this single potion of the Phoenix. The potions of mind reading I could give you for about 1,000 gold each. The potion of expertise would be about 2,000 gold each, and the potion of the Phoenix, however, is a little more expensive. That would go for about 10,000.
Potions of expertise sound good.
Potions of expertise. What these do are, after drinking this potion, you gain a proficiency in a skill of your choosing for an hour. If you are already proficient in that skill, your proficiency bonus is doubled for any ability checks you make using that skill.
Hear that, Arnon? You could potentially disappear forever.
Huh?
Double expertise, stealth, amazing.
Double proficiency.
Oh,
Seems he almost disappeared forever into that alchemy jug.
he's trying to.
Right.
I think a potion of expertise is probably not a bad idea when it comes to stuff. I'm not sure. Does he have weapons on display?
You don't see anything like weapon related other than a few. There are a few wands underneath one of the display cases, but that's the closest thing to a weapon that you see in the shop, other than the staff that he was talking about.
Really hoping to find a Mace of Disruption at some point.
Shopkeep,
Okay.
I was curious, do you have any historical tomes? Perhaps about a wizard named Vecna? Or perhaps about the turtle people of Mesh?
As you can imagine, being and a shop that travels hither and thither through time, having historical tomes may cause unexpected paradox if sold in the wrong time. So unfortunately, that is not something that I carry for that specific reason.
Boo.
Lame.
Thank you, Orpheus. Well, shall we pick up some potions of expertise? I'm all about knowing stuff. We're doing things really well. Elric, being able to be super sneaky at some point might be helpful.
I'm pretty sure I already have a spell that gives me that.
Right. What if you wanted to be really, really good at playing the lute? Like if there was a battle of music?
Maybe get 2 of them.
2 potions of expertise. That would be 4,000 gold.
Maybe only get 1 of those.
Oh, I thought they were 1,000 each.
No, that was the potion of mind reading. That was 1,000 gold.
Yep.
Oh,
Which, as you can imagine, allows you to read someone's thoughts.
I'm shocked.
You don't say.
You wouldn't be shocked if you drank this potion.
Of expertise.
No.
No, that's not.
No.
Okay.
Because then I would know.
But you can have 1. Let's
Oh,
maybe get
cool.
one.
All right. I like knowing stuff.
Oh, I'm all sloshy now.
It's because you got a belly full of milk.
You
So
really
that's-
did not put that jug down, did you?
It's a milk drinker now.
So he hands you one square vial with a pink liquid inside of it as you hand him
Ooh.
2,000 gold.
Is it bubblegum?
There was one time where my tower arrived at a specific point in history or the future where someone described this as tasting like, I believe the word they used was amoxicillin.
Oh. So bubblegum.
If that turns out to have been you who gave them that information, actually, I don't know what I would do, if I would do anything at all.
Well,
Bubblegum.
if there's nothing else, I appreciate it's been a pleasure.
Is amoxicillin like a mesh thing?
Tell me, I did not catch your names.
I am Butch.
Orpheus.
Elric.
Frank.
On.
And Frank.
Fantastic. Elric, Butch, Frank, Sean, Orpheus.
If you find any nunchucks, you should hold on to those. They're going to be
Stick
super
guys
popular
with
soon.
nunchucks.
I
Hey,
met
when
a-
you meet me again, act like you don't know me.
That'll be easy to do. Elric, however, I believe I will remember your face and your name. I typically am more keen to remember those who are students of the mystic arts of the arcane, specifically.
Good to know I can look forward to you remembering me.
I am sure we will meet again. Perhaps many times.
I mean, we did. Just now.
That's good.
If you don't mind, shopkeep, I have one quick question for you.
Yes.
Have you met an elf named Hymir?
Hymir. Hymir. The name sounds familiar. I believe I have not met an elf named Hymir, no. However, he looks back at the display case. The gentleman who asked me to procure this scroll did mention that name specifically.
Who asked you to procure that scroll?
It was a lizard folk. And peculiar individual. Interesting dialect he spoke with. Invited me to a card game at a local tavern. But alas, I had to decline due to the fact that I cannot leave my tower.
So I guess we're not taking you out for drinks.
What happens if you leave your tower?
I cannot leave my tower.
Have you ever tried?
I have not, but I will tell you this. I've been in this tower for an eternity. I have no beginning, I have no end. My entire existence is this tower.
Huh.
That brings up a thought. Tell me, is there anything in the outside world that you desire? Something perhaps we could bring to you? Should we meet you in our future?
He kind of takes a step, looks up towards the ceiling, and you see the brow
I
furrow.
believe it is called a white claw.
Oh my gosh. Stop.
This is what you say stop to?
Yeah. It's White Claws.
Oh my god. Okay.
He takes a second, and you see the corners of the mouth kind of grin. I would not, as you can imagine, being stuck in here. While my body does not require sustenance as yours does, it doesn't mean that I don't appreciate specific flavors. It has been a long time since I've had any kind of fresh fruits.
Any fresh fruit?
I'm up for trying anything.
I think Arnon has some strawberries in his pocket. I wouldn't call them fresh.
I typically
fruit.
shy away from produce that is kept in one's pocket.
Wise man.
Why
Well,
don't you guys go get him some fresh fruit? I'm going to play the flute for him.
Walk around where you're supposed to keep it.
Maybe I can offer you one of these bags. This bag, as he pulls up this very similar looking bag, shockingly enough, even though it is small in stature, you can fit almost endless supplies and materials inside of this bag.
Ooh.
Perhaps barrels of strawberries, if you wish.
well,
This is something we like to call a bag of holding.
It's a clever name.
I wonder if it holds things.
I have quite a few of these in stock, and I could sell you one for about 1,000 gold.
They're always useful. Nick, I'm playing some soft jazz flute.
Fantastic.
I got a 24.
Yes, flute.
Yaz flute.
Yes, flute.
Okay, perhaps let's purchase one bag of holding.
Go get some fruit.
Oh.
I'm playing the flute.
I have a proposal for you. If we fill this bag of holding with a variety of fruits, and the next time we see you in our future, we bring this to you and return it, would you loan it to us?
Loan the bag to you.
Yes, returned with fruit.
Make a persuasion check.
I'll put my keys in the bushes.
Go, go, soldier persuasion.
13.
Lucky number 13.
I'll tell you what I could do. While I'm not in the habit of loading things, because for as far as I know, the next time I appear, you all may be long dead, I'll sell you this bag. You return it to me in the future, full of fruit, and I will reimburse your money that you spent on this bag.
That's a good deal.
What do you think, Elric?
That way, if I don't see you again, I am not out the money. But if
That's about
you...
as good a deal as we're going to get. 1,000?
1,000.
Very well.
Fantastic.
1 bag of holding.
So that's $7,000 you've spent.
I think somebody should take the money bags away from Elric.
Now, I
We always
appreciate...
go shopping when the person that controls the money isn't around.
Yeah, you do. Every single time. So, I appreciate the conversation and the patronage. And I look forward to seeing you again. Whether it be in my future or yours.
I
Still
think
playing
can
the
be two
flute.
things.
Takes a second on that and he nods. He's like, indeed.
But not really.
Until next time, Elric's going to promptly leave.
And as you all walk out of the tower, you look up, you see that bird stuck in midair. You take a few steps away from the tower. As the bird flies away, you turn and the tower is gone. Just an alleyway behind it.
I'm gonna
makes
finish my
sense.
flute song. I rolled a 24. I'm not giving up this song. It's real good.
So, Ember, I
Going
believe
to
you were going to
Take
go.
this hall.
You were going to pick up your baby Bjorn and Gwen's mask, correct? Easy enough.
It's a raccoon, Bjorn.
Sorry. You make your way to the Ironclad Forge. You walk in. The Janazi working looks up. He's like, you made it back. I have your orders.
Thank you.
Steps back. He comes up with this. First, he pulls out Gwen's mask, which is now hinged. It's like,
This is perfect.
this was
Good work.
interesting material to work with, but hopefully she likes it. Secondly, and he pulls out this. Do you want to describe what your baby Bjorn raccoon Bjorn looks like that he designs for you?
It's like most likely made of like some solid leather, but it's like a backpack, but a front pack that you put a baby in, and it's got some metal plates, little ones, that won't protect against like a bomb or anything. But if we got a stray arrow, it would protect the little baby raccoon, and it's got little snaps on it so that it can expand as the raccoon grows.
Fantastic.
And a snack pouch because that's our priority in life.
Because of course.
Roll for snacks.
Fantastic. Hands him to you, and he's like, all right, well, I hope you enjoy all this.
I really appreciate you working on them, even though the likelihood of us coming back was close to 0.
I already got paid, so worst case scenario, you didn't come back and I sell it to some other scamp. So,
Somebody else with a baby raccoon.
a couple quick adjustments and that can be used for anything.
Yeah.
I'm not sure what that means, but
Cheers.
Hold a lot of pocket strawberries. Thank you so much.
thank you.
Bye.
Bye. All right, is there anything else you all wanted to accomplish while in Palmedon?
Should we eat? We should eat.
On the way to that, I'm going to contact the general.
When you do your sending, whatever, it can't be traced, right?
Well,
As far as I know, probably, hopefully
It
not.
can now. No, I'm just kidding.
Oh God, we entered the spy arc.
So, contacting Calliope.
Yep.
I mean, just out in the open, we're contacting her, where everybody can see us.
Well, unlike with Butch, I'm not saying my message out loud.
Gotta work on that, but
Work on what?
Okay, 25 words. We've returned to Palmedon. Jarl has agreed to meet Tree Stride will be used to travel from here to there. Oh, okay, 5 more.
What that
Please help
ass
us
do?
get your ass here.
Working on
925.
agreement for relocation.
A second or two passes by before you hear good work. We have moved our good work. We have moved our location. Now, with Heimir in mesh, can meet Jarl ASAP. We need to start forming a proper fighting force. A second goes by before another sending comes through. Comrade did not come. She believes she can make it through to Rhett, staying at the estate. Worried she knows too much. Relocation possibly necessary.
What did I miss?
Oh my
We're gonna
god.
relocate.
Okay.
Uh,
Alric, what happened?
You may reply to this message.
of course, I may reply to this message.
Will self-destruct.
Okay.
The fuck you say?
Update received. will contact momentarily recovering from rebuilding Narissa. Comray
You can do it.
should be contacted or scryed on regularly. Hopefully, she's right.
A few seconds pass and another scry comes. This is fucking annoying. Can you meet at Heimir's house so we can have a real conversation about what the fuck we do next, please?
You said please.
Yeah, yeah, she said that, which means I can respond, and my response is going to be,
Hey.
Hey, boo, hey.
Please leave a message after the beep.
Beep. Does the beep count as a word?
not gonna do that. Is and say, as you command, and just leave it at
Buffboard,
that.
where is the raccoon? Who
Uh,
has it?
You left the raccoon with the blood hunters. We can say that you go and pick the raccoon up right
Okay.
now.
We can
So I
do
have
that.
my baby back.
Yeah, you have
Oh,
your,
Mama,
you have baby back,
baby
baby back, baby back, baby back.
I knew it.
Oh. More
Hey.
jokes from 20 years ago.
Have we
It's
passed
like
a weapon
30
shop?
years ago.
Have you what?
Have we passed a weapon shop?
Yeah, that's where you got the baby Bjorn and Gwen's
Oh
mask.
gosh darn it! I wanted to check for a mace of disruption.
We'll say you did. We'll say roll a d100.
Okay.
I swear to God, if you get this,
What?
And
You'll be happy for me?
him?
74. Let me guess. One shy.
74. You walk in like, well. After Ember finishes picking up her stuff and Gwen's stuff, well, we do have one in stock. Kind of looks around. It's like, it is available. This is the only one that we've been able to find on this side of the planet.
Ooh.
Pulls it out, walks to the back and pulls out this mace. Give me a second.
Oh no! Now I have to decide if I really want it.
You see this golden and silver shaft with these gold points, a almost sunburst in the middle, and in the center of the gold mace spikes, for lack of a better term, this floating orb in the middle that seems to be rotating consistently, with this silver orb with these golden scroll works throughout. I would love to tell you how many people it took to find this and how long it took to find this, but
Do
we
tell.
a lot and a long time.
Very
Like
descriptive.
one whole dice roll.
If you if you are interested in this, 30,000 gold.
would be attainable if you didn't have Elric spending all our money.
Ooh.
We didn't have that much money going into this episode.
How much money do we have?
Like $2 left.
About
$2.
We're gonna be lucky to eat.
Tree fitty.
Sorry, I misspoke. This was actually 15,000 gold.
15.
And 5?
That's doable. Right?
Do the math.
You had 20,000. Elric spent
8 million of it.
at least,
One,
what,
two,
7,000?
3, 4, 5, 6,000 of it.
How much was the alchemy jug? Only 500?
500.
It's 500.
Totally worth it too.
Of
Totally
course it
worth it.
was. So 450. Like 450.
Still slosh.
That's
750. So, yeah. You have 1250 remaining.
12,050.
12,500, sorry.
yeah.
12,500.
Shy.
Just have to make more money. That's all.
A little turtle hand job under the table. That's probably like $2,000 at least.
No handies.
You already said we don't have time for a hand job.
Where's this guy ever going to get that opportunity?
I mean,
Welcome,
being
Girls
able
Jr. I love
to
you. Oh,
Haze of
Costco.
Disruption, its abilities to destroy the undead are legendary.
Give him the old Saturday moon blow.
God damn it.
Oh my god. I knew where it was going to, and it still got me.
I think that's called the sacrament.
I'd say y'all are gonna burn in hell, but we've been there so many times.
I'm sure there's a sack involved somehow. I don't know what's going on.
It's not mine. I'm a turtle. I've got 10. Is there a list? A list of other buyers?
There will be, I'm sure.
I'm sure. I don't suppose you can let it go for 10 right now.
Roll a persuasion check. This is going to be a very high DC. A lot
I
higher
got a
than that.
30-20.
Oh, that's a... Holy shit, I forgot. I thought that was a 6 that you rolled. It was a 9.
No.
10 is... Unfortunately, we have this... As you are familiar with this item, you know. It will go easily.
12?
A cleric or...
I am a cleric.
You are a cleric who doesn't have enough money.
I'm a cleric who doesn't have enough money who's going to be going up against Vecna.
Is there like a discount for he's going to save your butt with it?
You realize what this is.
You
Yes.
realize who he is.
No, I don't. He is a turtle.
It's kind
He
of
is
a big deal.
He's a cleric who doesn't have
very
enough
big deal.
money. That is the only thing I know. Some person who says he's a cleric who doesn't have enough money to purchase what he's looking for.
But the only reason he can't purchase it is because you're not coming down on the price.
That sounds like a you problem.
How about 13 now,
How about
Another-
20,000?
another 5 later?
His price is going up.
How about 5 now, 15 later?
No.
You need money for food too.
13 now, 10 later.
Is there anything else? Anybody else in the store?
Do we need paddles?
No, unless you have 15,000 gold, or there is something else that you are looking to purchase.
I wish this giant tooth from the Kraken we killed was worth something. There's the Kraken.
Kraken, it affected your business until this guy right here slayed it single-handedly.
Well, it was a group effort.
He kind of motions to the back wall. Do you see those weapons that appear to be carved from ivory? And you look back and you see a few maces and sword hilts with these intricate ivory handles and stuff like that. Can you guess what those are made out of?
I imagine they're made from incredibly expensive things. I have something that is rare that might interest you. And I pull out my migraine hammer. These are relatively rare. This was taken off someone who nearly killed a friend of mine. It's a warhammer, as you can see, but it also does whatever the in-game equivalent is of saying a D10 psychic damage.
Interesting.
Packs quite a wallop. And the damage, some of the damage it does is almost nothing can resist it. Because it goes directly to the psyche.
I have heard of these.
It's in your brain.
Very hard to come by, as they are created by the Duragar. They do not do business with most folk.
Indeed. This is something... I could potentially resell this.
It does the bonus damage to everything, not just the undead.
I'll tell you what. I'll give you 3,000 for the hammer.
Fuck this guy.
That's 3,000.
Seeing how desperate Butch is to get this mace, Orpheus is going to pull his nemesis longsword out of his pack. What if I added this to the deal? Never used by me, at least. But clearly has significant battle value.
Mint condition.
Mint condition.
Fresh off the forge.
Where is the button? This weapon itself. Where is the button? Takes a look at it a little closer. This is an interesting piece. Not nearly as valuable as that hammer. I could give you 1,000 for this sword. So that's 3,000 for the hammer, 1,000 for the sword. We'll leave 11 for the mace.
We do still have gems to sell.
Up to you, Butch. If you want it, the sword's yours.
Do you want that Mace of Disruption? We're going to be battling foul, evil creatures. If you are all okay with it, I would like to do this.
Do it.
Do it.
So we have a deal?
We have a deal. So that is 11,000 gold off of your personal, or out of your bank. The mace, the Nemesis longsword is gone. The migraine is gone.
It's hard to part with a migraine, but oh my gosh.
My migraine never leaves.
So
I feel that.
Deleting.
I'll delete it off my.
I got it already.
Oh, you got it. Okay.
Deleting
Gwen's
that.
gonna be so mad when she comes back to this empty wallet.
Deleting the migraine. I am.
We still have gems we can sell to recoup that.
That'll
Hope
teach her
so.
to have household disasters.
Deleting the migraine.
So hard to let go of the migraine.
And now I am importing a Mace of Disruption. Give me a second.
It's the maze.
You guys are gonna love it. It glows constantly when it's being wielded.
Yeah, that'll definitely not hinder your stealth at all.
Nope.
Mace of Disruption. Yes,
It's the
use.
maze of disruption.
All
Yeah.
right. All right. You are currently attuned to the Staff of Healing, the Guardian Emblem, and the Ring of Evasion. So,
But not the hammer.
yeah, but you weren't attuned to the hammer already because you.
Yeah, I know. I know.
I know. I'm just saying you're already attuned to 3 things. So,
Yeah, I'm not gonna sit down and attune to the mace right now.
okay, fair enough.
I'm gonna have a meal first.
All right. If there is nothing else for this evening, we'll say you have your dinner, you have your meal, you meet back up with the rest of your party on the Narissa for the evening. And that is where we will pick up next week. So, thank you all for joining us for yet another exciting episode of Those Natural Ones. Shopping episodes are the best.
So good.
Yeah,
Let's get some shoes.
let's get some shoes.
We don't have enough money left for shoes.
No. You are now officially broke.
We got to make more money.
We gotta go to the
You've got
We are
market.
gems.
broke.
Second pair for $1 or so.
Yeah. You now have like less than 1,000 gold left, I think. So,
No, I've got like 2,000.
oh, sorry, 2,000 gold left. But thank you all for joining us. Make sure you tune in next Tuesday at 8:30 Eastern Time at twitch.tv/those natural ones, youtube.com/@those natural ones, kick.com/those natural ones, and maybe Trovo if it decides to work. If not, one of the other 3 will work just fine for you. Make sure you follow us on Twitch and YouTube. Make sure you subscribe on YouTube. Hit the bell, hit the notifications. Tell your friends. Try and help us give you more content. Help us give you better content. Help us give you more in-person content. Patreon.com/those natural ones. And subscribe on YouTube. We want to do this full time for you. More shorts, more in-persons, more mid-range. All if you help us out by telling your friends to subscribe to youtube.com/those natural ones and become a patron. Guess what? For the lowest price, the lowest tier of Patreon, that's one episode $1, or I'm sorry, $1 an episode, not one episode $1. I guess it works that way too. 5 episodes a month, $5 a month for the lowest tier of Patreon. So, Do yourselves a favor. Do us a favor. Help us out. Until then, we will see you next week.
Where hopefully we won't roll a nat 1 on money management.
Have a
You already did.
Yeah, you did. Have a
Again, we won't do it again.
There's a reason why you are not those natural ones treasurer. Thank you all. And
We don't
we'll
even need one since we have no money now.
That's
No money.
That's also true. Thank you all again, and we will see you next week.